Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the HEELSTEVEN show. Or is it? I'm not even sure. Where on this show, unlike your girlfriend's legs, we occasionally close. I'm HEELSTEVEN.
And of course, I'm Connor, aka OkayFabe.
Every week you changes. It goes either oh or oh or oh or oh.
That's the hook.
That one week we're like, oh, it was like people were expecting a big surprise. It's like when you're with a girl and the girl expects, like, hey, your dick is fucking big and shit. It's like the hugest shit in the world. Ooh, yeah. And she fucking looks at her the first time. She goes, oh.
Oh. Well, that's the idea, is that there's so many different ways to say oh, with so much different inflection and meaning, and that now it's become a joke where every time it's like, I think one time, if I don't get copyrighted for it, I'll have Macho Man do it. So it's like, hello, everybody. My name is Connor, aka OkayFabe.
Exactly. Oh, and why people get upset? How dare you make fun of the Macho Man, dude? How dare you do that, man? It's not right, man.
Well, I'm not trying to make fun of Macho Man. I'm just trying to use his God-given talents.
You'd be surprised, dude. How this community works sometimes. This community is so fucking sensitive to shit, I swear.
Touche on that one.
Touche. Hey, touche indeed, my friend. Touche. Two to the fucking shay. And yeah. This will be a random show. I'll be very honest. The reason why this show is even on right now is simple. You know, I'll admit I am not the most active person as I used to be. Let's put it this way. Okay. If this was 2 years ago, holy fuck, I'd be the most active motherfucker you'll ever fucking see. Right. There'd be vids for me left and fucking right. For example, back in the day, 2 years ago, to say the least, or fuck, even 3 years ago, there'd be a breaking news. For example, I'll just give you an example, okay? John Cena breaks. No. That's not a good example to even say right now. Breaking news: Stone Cold Steve Austin returns to Raw, and oh my god, I had to make a video on it.
Yeah.
Or breaking news: The Undertaker's coming back after WrestleMania.
Or like if someone's contract expires or something like that. Like not
breaking
even like
news.
Yeah.
Breaking news: AJ Styles TNA contract set to expire.
Which TNA just found out for the first time.
Exactly. But you get the idea though. You kind of get the idea where I'm going with it. Yeah. And I would make a video on it, boom, right away, make a video on it, boom, 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 boom. Nowadays, put it this way, I'll be very honest. Mm-hmm. I've stopped giving a shit. I'm really losing interest in this. And I don't know, maybe the fact that I've officially made that transition to podcaster 100%.
So should we play a game of I'm Colt Cabana and you're CM Punk?
Oh, sure, why not?
Okay. Hi, Stephen. How you doing this evening?
Hey, Connor. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, tell me your thought. Or it shouldn't even be that. It should be Dr. Shelby. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. What are you? What does Steven feel about Steven?
The fuck?
See, I can pull that BS kind of good, but in all seriousness, so you're we were talking very briefly before we came on here, and you were basically saying that you were like you're done with making videos, or you're just done with.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to say that I'm retiring because I know retirement is going to come close. It's kind of silly to say you're retiring. What the fuck? Like, you never really, and I get that. But I said this. I said this in the beginning of the year, or if not even that, like when I hit 1,000 subs, that I'm about to be done with culinary school. Which mind you, is another thing I love. As much as I love pro wrestling, I love combat sports, I also love the culinary world. I love to cook. And my school is about to be done in literally 2 weeks, and I go off on externship. Where? Nice. I have no idea yet. I have no idea where I'm going yet for externship. I have to still look that out. But I did say that after Dallas, WrestleMania 32, my focus is going to be my career. My focus is going
Right.
to
You
be
mentioned.
that.
Yeah, you
Right?
mentioned that a couple of times. Yeah.
And I keep on saying that. I keep on saying it. And even in the class, like, they're bringing this down. Like, yeah, you know what? You guys are going to be out in the real world real soon, where the chef is not going to put up anything whatsoever. And it's starting to really kick in. Like, yeah, like, I'm about to really be out there. I'm about to be out there. And it's like my interest for video making hasn't been the same anymore. And again, I
Well, I
don't
mean,
want to. And again, I don't want to say that I'm retiring. I don't want to say that I'm leaving, because I feel like right now, if I do say that, I'm gonna regret it.
why?
I don't know. I just feel like, if I say it now, something could happen and boom, I'll make a video on it. Oh, what the fuck? We thought you retired. No,
No,
like,
no, no. I understand that, but I mean, like, look, let's say realistically, and I'm going to be fair and biased in this one, and let's say we hold you to your word, and we hold you to the fact that I'm just clicking through to check the calendar date, April 3rd. So April 4th, you're done. That's in, let's see, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So you're looking at less than 8 months left of doing this, one way or the other.
I don't know yet.
Um,
That I don't know.
I can feel it though. I can just feel it resonating from you. Now I can kind of feel that when you switch over to the podcasting thing. You seem to like it was more relaxed. It was more mellow. It was easier because
Not that, like, I'll be very, and I said this numerous times before. In a perfect world, because I've had people always ask me, "Yo, what happened to the Team Up podcast? What happened to the HEELSTEVEN show?" Or the classical, "Hey, how come you no longer do your shows on YouTube anymore? I don't watch your shows anymore because it's no longer on YouTube." I even had people even tell me that shit. And so I find it kind of silly because, hello, you should know that the show, um, is no longer, hey, Nani Roshik, share my video. Thanks, Nani Roshik. I appreciate that. It's one of those things where I've said before, in a perfect world, the show would still be on YouTube. You know what I mean? And we all live in the society where everything that we want in life would be given happily ever after. Boom, boom, boom.
right.
Unfortunately, we don't live in that perfect. We don't live in that perfect society. We don't live in that perfect world where things just sometimes don't go our way, and we gotta accept it for what the fuck it is.
So
And,
that being
and,
said, are you disappointed with what?
and in essence, let's be honest. Sometimes YouTube can be a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, no
It
kidding.
is. YouTube can be a pain in the ass, lag issues, just the fact that, just that and this whole copyright thing. And I don't think people understand why I chose to bring this show to MIXLR. Because MIXLR, and I said this numerous times, is 9 times 10 better than YouTube. It is. It's better than YouTube. It's better than anything out there right now, because it is.
So in that aspect, let me ask you this then. You're stemming, it sounds like, and again, this is just my opinion, and obviously knowing you for as long as I have and doing various projects with you and everything, it sounds like YouTube's more the thorn in your side than it is anything else.
Anything that might like to throw it on my side. It's just that I feel like there's no more originality within the YouTube wrestling community
Well, it's
or the
hard to.
IWC. There's no more because everyone now does the same shit. Put it this way,
Right.
I guarantee you, in a year from now, or by the time we're in Dallas, the whole podcasting thing is going to become a fucking drag as well. Because
Well, I mean,
everybody gonna want. No, you know why I say that? Because everybody gonna want to do it. Everybody gonna want to be into the whole. Oh, I want to be a podcaster as well.
well, here's the problem.
And I
think
think realized podcasting is not for everyone.
No, I
It's
agree.
not.
I agree. I tried it and it didn't really work out for me, mainly because
Actually, it did work out for you though. I think the OkayFabe random wrestling podcast was fucking great. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate the time that you were doing it, you always had issues, and that's fine. It happens. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I'm
computer
just saying,
crashes.
for computer crashes and background noises, what have you. But what I'm saying though, there's people, and I've seen this, who think that they can do a podcast. There's people who think that, I can do this, blah, 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 blah. But they don't know the meaning of what a podcast really is. They don't know what goes down in all the podcast. They don't know.
Right. They probably do stuff. I mean, I know that you and I, and maybe some others have done like research on what, the effect of podcast is. Hell, I took this class online. It was a free class. It was great. It taught me how to tag my MP3s. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. So when you download so for example, when you download somebody's episode to a podcast, let's say a computer, right? It actually gives you the ability to put a picture on there, a screenshot, and actually tag what your video is about. So you can put all your information, kind of like when you download, when you download something from iTunes, like from an album, it says oh, this is the album, this is when it was released, this is the record, and it has the album cover on the thing when you play it.
Yeah.
I found a program on how to do that for my episodes of my podcast. Didn't even know that was a thing. But I learned that through taking this course. And learn how to do, how to upload to iTunes and how to upload to all these other places and stuff like that too, and how to time out a show, format and everything like that. So I think that people, in that regards to what you're saying, they haven't done the extensive research as far as that. I mean, realistically, podcasting is just people talking on the air. However, if you want to up your game as far as the professionalism of said podcast, then there's other things I think you should do, which is what I'm agreeing with you upon. But back to the conversation about that. So let me ask you this question then. Let's say Dallas comes. What if you just said, forget the YouTube channel, forget anything YouTube, I'm strictly MIXLR only? Would you still do it?
Say that again.
Let's say Dallas comes around, right?
Yep.
And you're kind of on the fence still, but you say, hey, I still want to kind of do this, just not through YouTube. Let's say forget YouTube, forget this. Let's stick to MIXLR only.
I mean,
what would you say to that?
It's probably gonna happen. But the thing about it though is here's the thing about it. And I said this earlier. Back in the day, there would be a breaking news, and boom, I'd be here, and bam, just talk about it, whatever, right? Even nowadays, I've learned how to use Photoshop. I'm not perfect with Photoshop, mind you. I've noticed a couple things about it, learned how to fucking do and shit.
Right.
So I go out of my way, do a custom thumbnail. Here's the thing about it, right? I think people don't understand the concept of what a custom thumbnail really is. They feel like because, hey, it says custom thumbnail on the bottom when they upload a video, bam, I'm gonna click on this and bam, I'm gonna grab a picture from, let's say, Raw, right? Or SmackDown or Impact or whatever the fuck they watch, and boom, that's my custom. No, that's not a custom thumbnail. What you're doing is you're grabbing a picture from the internet and putting it there just to get views. I go out of my way, and I know you do as well. We go out of our way, we bust our asses making the thumb. Because again, I want to cover my ass. The last thing I want to do is lie to the people, is lie.
Well, I mean, that's what I used to. That was the biggest thing, and I know that I think a couple of months ago, actually, I think it was sooner than I realized, but it was people giving misleading thumbnails and titles, and et cetera, and so forth. So what I did purposely was, at my old channel for that time being, is I purposely did almost every single thumbnail with my ugly mug in there, so they kind of knew what they were getting, what for better, for worse. But yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, I don't honestly spend a whole lot of time on my thumbnails. I do spend time on them, but try and do what I can. So
I hear it. Yeah, absolutely, of course. But I feel like at the end of the day, and back then it would be that boom, 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 boom. Even asking me, hey, how come I don't do videos anymore? Hello, fuckers, have you not watched the shit that I've been putting out? It's a video. Obviously, it's an audio visual. Yeah, you're visualizing a picture that you see on the screen or in the video box. The audio is me talking over it. So technically, it's a video. Granted, it's not my fucking chubby face, little chin, whatever the fuck it is on the camera,
which is sexy as hell. But that's another video.
Yeah, it makes all the bitches squirt. But the point is, though, we've said this before. audio voiceovers are the easy shit to do. It's much simple, much easier, easy to render, easy to edit. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy as fuck. You know what I mean? And I feel that people have also been doing that as well now. Like, in a way, mind you, I don't claim myself to be the shit. I've never claimed to be the fucking best YouTuber on the fucking planet. No. Do I work like I am? Maybe I do. Maybe. I think all of us do it to an extent, right?
Mm.
All because again, we appreciate the time and effort that we put into our shit.
I mean, for me, it's just a matter of upping up, quality, because no, and this is no offense to anybody who's out there who does this, but like Steven said earlier, anyone can come on here and on a webcam and kind of just give their opinion. That's the beauty of the internet. That's also the curse. That's why I try to up my game with either jokes or writing or visual editing or whatever I can to kind of rise above it. Do I think I'm the best? No, but I try to make my product a little. But I shit my product. I try to make my videos better and improve them over time. But we'll see. But I think it's
exactly. But I think at the end of the day, though, here's the thing about it, right? So I thought about this. Am I leaving the site fully? No, not yet. I know I am eventually. Connor, you still there?
Yep, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Cool. Like, am I leaving the site? Eventually I will. Because again, I realize in life nothing lasts forever. You know what I mean? Nothing in life lasts forever. I think
Very true.
a lot of these young cats coming in the game today, which is this YWC thing, right? You realize a lot of YouTubers are leaving. A lot of YouTubers nowadays are fucking leaving left and right. And it happens, again, when I think about it, this YWC is only a phase. It's a phase of life. You know what I mean?
Well, it's interesting that I actually read this article from somebody else about like YouTubing in general, but in any case, but get away. We were saying about like a phase.
Yeah, it's a phase of life. Like, you come on for like a period of time, you talk about wrestling, whether you're into WWE, whether you're into Impact Wrestling, TNA, for those of you who don't know what the fuck Impact Wrestling is. Just saying. Ring of Honor, Indie Wrestling, New Japan, what have you. It doesn't really matter. Whatever is your thing, that's your thing. That's great. But just understand, this is not life. This is not a job. This is not fucking, the end all be all. This is just a fucking hobby. That's it. Now, if you're able to make some cash and a check out of this, then go for it. You know what I mean? If you have the mentality of a Sean's View Entertainment and you think, hey, you can make money, even if it's like, junk change, then go for it. You know what I mean? More power to you. More power to you. But I guarantee you, this is something that Sean is not telling people. And I guarantee you, deep down inside of him, he hates this shit. I guarantee you it.
What makes you say that?
Because the minute you treat this like a job, that's when you learn to hate it. See, this should be fun. This should be like laid back hobby thing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I switched over my channel. Well, one of the reasons I had a chance to, switch over my channel. That's another story for another time.
No, again, and then also the fact that I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of tweets, a lot of these young up and coming all the young cats,
young whippersnappers,
the young bucks, not the young bucks themselves, we also did, but these new kids coming up in the game sending me their shit. And again, when I say shit, I don't mean like, hey, your thing is shit. What I'm saying is, it's just for your stuff. Or I get the email, the PM. I'm sure all of us get them. Hey, can you sub to my channel, please? I'll sub back. Or please watch my video. And it's like, okay, I'll watch your video. But if you want me to sub to you, make me respect your work. You feel me?
Right.
Right. Right. Right. Right. Because again, listen, it's easy to send someone, a video on Twitter. It's easy to send someone a video on Facebook PM, or it's easy to go in the comment threads of a video now and send a link to a video. It's easy to do that shit now. It's fucking easy. However, what you're doing is, at the same time, you're begging someone to sub to you. You want to earn that subscriber. I think a lot of these kids today don't realize that.
It's hard. It's not easy. And I mean, to a degree, I can understand. To a degree, I can understand why they're hitting you up. You know what I mean? But so I can't fault. You can't fault them for that. You know what I mean? Because I mean,
exactly.
Let me put it this way, and you just said it yourself. There's nothing. I shouldn't say nothing, but it's very hard to be original in this community. It's extremely difficult, and there are people who have had, I think, a very good amount of success. And when I say success, I mean like viewership, interaction, and subscriber counts also in there too as well. Because people will debate the whole thing of views versus subscribers. I think both have some measure of merit involved with them. So one might be important than the other, but I digress. And they found their niche as far as how they present their views, how they present their opinions, and are people who I watch them, and I think people do the same thing too. I watch them more for the personality of the person than I do what they're talking about. Perfect example, and I know I'm going to be plugging them, and I know they're friends of mine, but fuck it. In the Rope Show, they're presenting more or less the exact same view and the exact same opinion during their reviews. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but generally,
I love those guys. I love them.
But I watch them because of who they are. That's the reason that entices me the most. And I've had people tell me this to myself, and I'm not saying this as a pat on my back, or me, I'm the most humble person on the face of the planet. But I've had people tell me, hey, listen, I subscribe to you because of you, not maybe because some of the things you do, but my goofiness or my sense of humor, my outlook on wrestling or whatever have you. And so I think that's the key thing that a lot of these other starting YouTubers or people who are I don't say down the bottom, because I mean I don't want to say that I'm better than anybody else by any means, but people who are starting to slowly just start this out. That's really what you got to do. You got to find out who you are, who your niche is, and how you want to come across. Some people create personas. Another perfect example is Wrestling Jesus. I like the character, or whether that's really him or not, I don't care. I'm enticed by that, and that's why I watch him. Same with the Rope Show, same with British Fist. A bunch of other. I'm blanking on a bunch of other people, but I watch them because of their personalities and how they come across to me. It's one thing for me to say to you, tonight on Raw, Kevin Owens took on Cesaro and Randy Orton in a triple threat match, where Randy Orton beat them in a #1 contendership to face Seth Rollins later in the evening for the WWE Championship. It's another for me to say, holy mother of God, did you see Kevin Owens take on that guy Cesaro and Randy Orton? He was RKOing bitches out of nowhere. RKO here, RKO that, RKO the girl in the front row, RKO that jet plane that came over there. Holy crap, those RKOs everywhere. There's a difference between those two. And to be honest, which one would you watch? I'd watch the latter of the two. So exactly. I think that these, and so
the bad thing about it too, though, a lot of these people that send me their shit, it's like, hey guys, I'm here. And it makes it even worse. And to make it even worse, they're in fucking portrait mode. In their they grab their flip phone, right? They grab their fucking iPod, and they got their phone let me show you an example. I'm putting my camera on right now. Hey guys, you guys see my fucking ugly chubby face? Look at this shit, right? Gorgeous, unfiltered, no makeup on, just gorgeous. I'm the embodiment of what a fucking man should be. I am your fucking boyfriend's idol.
I'm getting the vapors.
All right, so what they
No,
do
yeah,
is they
I'm
grab
looking
their
at this.
phone, right? They grab their phone, right, and they record like this. Hey guys, I'm here to review Raw, and um, yeah, um, um, yeah, and they moving around and shit. It's like, yo, it's like your box fucking in. How hard is it to just do this? Hey, you're clear. You're. There's more room around you. You can move around and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
No,
just saying, just some advice from me, just some veteran advice. No pun intended. Excuse me. But
same.
again, so as far as the podcast is concerned, we're still gonna do it. Get it? We're gonna do it live every Friday, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Pacific. I believe that's 4 something in the morning over in Europe for all European viewers out there. Over at MIXLR.com, which is better than Google Hangouts. Way better. And I'm not just saying that to promote MIXLR, but it's reality. But what I'm going to do also, because people ask me, what about the channel? What about the TEAMHEEL podcast channel? What are you going to do with that? So what we're going to end up doing, probably, if anything, grab clips from the show that we do live on that Friday, whatever. Like it's like a small clip, like let's say a topic that we talked about, whatever, and place it on that channel.
Dude, you know what we gotta do? And I want to do it on my. Well, I want to do it on both channels. If you're up for it, it's up to you. I definitely want to do. OkayFabe and Friends or TEAMHEEL podcast, whichever. Cards Against Humanity, and I want to record it because that was fun. That was a fun night.
It was absolutely. We need more people though. Like with this,
Oh,
if
yeah,
it's
no,
me,
we
you,
get-
if it's me, you, and one person, also, it's not gonna cut it. Yo, Connor, listen, I have a call. Let's take over for a little bit, all right?
Oh dear Jesus.
Yeah, Connor will take over for a couple minutes.
Sweet mother of God. So yeah, hi. I'm just checking out the comments real quick. All of them from Nutty Rock Chick. Sweet. Best advice I ever got was just be you. Pretty much the same thing I got. To be honest, I started making videos for me and it didn't bother me. I know no one, if no one watched, I think people like that. But I pigeonhole myself into being happily lovely all the time, which, let's face it, isn't realistic. True, but that's why you find like for me, and again, I hate putting myself as an example because I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm better than everybody. But the OkayFabe thing is an extension of me. It's just me with a little bit of amped up. So the goofiness you see in me is me, but at the same time, I also know when I'm like trying to put a point across and show how angry I am. It's kind of go over the top angry, I shouldn't say angry, but disturbed. But in any case, so it's just kind of knowing when to find the balance, I guess, between the two. Because you're right, even when somebody was like hopped up on like happy pills all the time, it's like, holy shit. Nutty Rock Chick, to be fair, I rarely make vids anymore, but I want to leave the door open. You're absolutely not enjoying it, then screw it. True people want either happy or angry smart. Funny you mentioned that. So we were talking, me and Steven, a while ago about this, about how basically rants equal. And the funny thing was, I went back and I looked at all my videos from the current channel that I have, and the most viewed video is my TNA Impact Wrestling rant. My most viewed. Which is interesting because it wasn't really so much of a rant as it was like, hey, all these red flags are happening up and I'm worried as shit, but I digress. So it's interesting that Nutty Rock Chick's kind of right. They either want like really happy, outgoing people, or they want just like, they want either drama or they want rants. And I hate to, normally I disagree, but proof is in the numbers, folks. So on that note, I might do a rant soon. You never know. Keep your eyes peeled. No, Steven's kind of been talking about this, and to a degree, I actually been thinking about this earlier today, as far as where things are going, what's it worth, is this a hobby? And so when I canceled my, well, I shouldn't say canceled, but my old channel, the one that has over 1,000 subscribers, that was just wrestling. That one was flagged multiple times, and I had like 2 flags. Then one would get removed, and another one would come on, and the third one would come on, and that would get removed. And it was just like, I'm pretty sure it was hacked or something like that. But anyway, it basically said that there was copyright strikes or like flagged for inappropriate or like, user content. So long story short, I couldn't figure out why I was getting flagged. I was getting flagged like left and right. So to be safe, I stopped making videos and I switched back over to the new channel that I'm on now, which is the one that you see like the Let's Plays, the trailer reactions and all that stuff too. So I definitely recommend you check it out. But so then that also gave me the opportunity to kind of open the door to like, hey, I don't have to just talk about wrestling, because for me, I still love wrestling, but I'm getting a little tired of talking about it a lot. So tis what it is. But any case, I'm surprised Steve is taking this long for a call, but bear with me here, folks.
All right, I'm back.
He's back. Oh God. Yeah. So
fucking AT&T. Seriously, I fucking hate AT&T. I despise that. The fact that
brought to you by Verizon.
No. I just hate the logic of just fucking data limit on your mobile device. It's fucking mobile data uses and shit. Fucking annoying. Or back in the day. When you had unlimited data.
Dude, there are places like that still offer unlimited data prepaid. Just do that.
I'm too lazy. Too proud to go to prepaid. I don't know. This kind of guy I am.
Dude, I do it now. It's fantastic. I never have to worry about it. Fun. I was just thinking about this. Oh, back in the day. I remember back in the day when you had like the Nokia phone with then like if you had Snake on there, you were the man.
Snake.
Oh man. God, I'm old.
Snake.
Not Solid Snake. Snake Link the game.
Snake. Snake.
Snake. Snake. But anyway. So, HEELSTEVEN's retiring.
I'm not retiring.
I'm just kidding. Yet.
I mean, listen. I'll turn this bus around. I'll read those transfer papers. What up?
So after Dallas, I mean, I know you want to focus on culinary school, but the chances of you just doing podcasting once a week might still happen.
It might still happen. Depends, because you got to remember, I'm entering the hospitality industry, where it's like, I'm in a kitchen, fucking more than 8 hours a day.
Right.
So you can imagine how I'm gonna be feeling after. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the workforce.
Exactly. Not even that. I've been knowing that, but it's a whole other ball game. You know what I mean? It's a whole nother ball game. And I was told by a couple of chefs that came to school, like, listen, if you're not willing to be in the kitchen for more than 8 hours a day, then you shouldn't be doing culinary. Leave right now and find another career, but this is not going to be for you.
Wolf.
This is true, which is fucking absolutely true. Absolutely true. They pretty much told us, hey, just because you graduate from culinary school doesn't mean that you're the shit. Doesn't mean that, oh my God, you are this fucking, a Bobby Flay, Gordon Ramsay, fucking, Robert Irvine type of shit. No, you're not. You are in the bottom of the fucking pit right now.
Some reason the joke just put the South Park where Randy gets into culinary. Did you ever see that episode?
Nah.
I gotta send it to you. So basically, like, Stan's dad gets obsessed with like the Food Network, and he starts like cooking all this crazy crap and blah blah blah. And they're like, oh, we dress up Carmen like Gordon Ramsay, so they put Gordon Ramsay in like stilts and have him have like Kermit the Frog hands. They're like, right, yes, your plate is shit, right? Fuck me. Like, they're never gonna believe it. He's not that dumb. He comes in, oh my God, it's Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. But I mean, yeah, shit like that though. I mean, I just can't wait though. I just can't wait to step into that world, if you will. Who then maybe when I go to Dallas, I'll send some. I'll take some. I'll take some. I'll take my resume. I'll bring them with me just in case.
Wait,
Because
would
you
you
never
really
know.
move to Dallas?
I mean, you gotta understand. You know, this job, you gotta be willing to travel. You have to be
Mm,
willing. Like I know people that said, like and I know instructors that they're in my school that have worked in Europe.
nice.
They've worked in France, they've worked in Italy, they've worked in England, they've worked in Holland, Portugal, you name it. That's where they've been pretty much.
Nice.
You
And
know what I
you're
mean?
willing
You
to do
gotta
that?
be. I mean, if the money's right, yeah. I mean, for
Sure.
starters, like if for starters, yeah. I mean, why not? Just to get that under my belt. They pretty much told us all, hey, where you really want to work at more than anything is in New York, because New York is culinary capital of the world. The fact that you put New York in your resume, the fact that if you say I have a resume, right, and it says that, hey, I worked in New York City, whether it
Yep.
be peeling potatoes, or dishwasher, or prep cook, fuck, everyone's gonna want to hire me because I worked in New York City. I worked in Manhattan.
Nice.
You know what I mean? That's like saying, yeah, I made an event at WrestleMania. Pretty much. That's like saying, yeah, you made an event at WrestleMania.
Oh, speaking of
You know what I
which,
mean?
someone sent me a photo. It's from 2006, and it shows Shane talking to somebody with two security guards in the back of him, and behind them, as the security guards, are Cesaro and EC3.
I've heard about that. I've seen it.
Yeah. I mean, there's that one where Sheamus was a security guard.
That too. No, him and Barrett. Sheamus and Barrett
Yeah,
did
yeah,
some
yeah,
events
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Speaking of which, okay, let's shift gears real quick. And I know this is something we'll probably talk about on the podcast or the show this weekend. So,
Even that, like I've stopped giving the shit. I even think about it. We're a wrestling podcast, right?
mm,
To an extent, I just stopped giving a shit. Like with WWE, SummerSlam's coming up. Woohoo! If you think about it, SummerSlam, and you think about it, it's a one match pay per view. Taker and Brock. That's all it pretty much is. That's all it really is right now. Um, Ring of Honor, like I watch it, I love Ring of Honor, but I even haven't really TNA itself, like, yeah, they're doing this invasion angle. They tape so much in advance. Apparently, the invasion begins this coming tomorrow. Whoopee. And again,
okay.
listen, it's not a dig, it's not a jab at TNA, nothing like that. Like the only positive thing I see from this whole invasion thing is I get to see Trevor Lee on my television screen.
Well, I mean, there's a
That's
so
that's the only positive thing. I get to see Trevor Lee, a guy, mind you, I think TNA should have picked up 2 years ago,
right,
or over a year ago. They should have picked him up,
right,
but they chose not to.
their loss.
It's GFW's gain, but that's around the point, folks.
That's around the point. It's just enough. Um, yeah, there's honestly not like SummerSlam is supposed to be the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, and I think that the Brock Lesnar build-up, perfect. Just wish they did it a couple more times. You know what I mean? Like the build-up they put into the two of them fighting at SummerSlam, phenomenal. Wish they did that two or three more times for the main events, because then it would be like, okay, now like I can't miss this.
Exactly, dude.
And they haven't done that to me yet. So
Nope. I'll be honest. Am I excited for Taker versus Brock? Not really.
I am.
I guess. I mean, just for the fact that it's Taker. Because again, let's be honest. Regardless how old you are, regardless how old Taker is, then whenever he shows up, you're gonna fucking mark out. I guarantee you, 10 years from now, 25 years from now, Taker will come out in a fucking wheelchair, and people will still mark the fuck out.
Oh yeah, of course. So the thing with me is, that I wasn't interested. Even after Battleground, I'm like, god damn it, they're gonna do Taker Brock. But the build they did on Raw was perfect.
The
Not
brawl.
just not even just the brawl. I mean, the brawl was the icing on the cake. But like Taker's promo, okay. Heyman's promo, okay. Put those together with the brawl, money. And then Heyman's promo, what was it, last week?
I'll be honest. I feel like these Heyman promos have just gone. They all just sound the same. I'm sorry. I love Paul Heyman. I love the guy, but I just feel like his promos just sounded the same over and over. It's like that episode. It's like the episode of Jimmy. You watched Jimmy Neutron when you weren't a kid then, but ever watched Jimmy Neutron back in the day?
Loved it.
Remember the episode where Jimmy had his birthday every fucking day, and the clown like the fucking 8th day was doing tricks, and the guy he was like, "You did that 2 days ago. You did that yesterday. Oh, you did that last week." That's what it kind of feels like to me. Like, yeah, we get it. The Conqueror, the Destroyer, Suplex City, bitch. The former reigning, defending, undisputed. The 11th commandment, thou shalt not provoke the beast, or you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I get it. Brock is on this schedule. Like, yeah, he's on a part-time schedule, but you're gonna really waste a segment for him just standing there like,
No, I mean, his promos have the same format. I think that the thing that I like is that you're right, they are very similar. I'll be the first to admit that. But every now and then he'll sneak in like a line or two that I wouldn't expect. Like the
for example, the Ron, he's gonna Ronda Rousey your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. What? But he slides in those those nice one-liners every now and then. That's what I like about it. But anyway, the other thing that is interesting about this match is, and this is the thing that I think garnishes attention and that needs to be done more often, is we as a community know. I don't want to say we know everything, but we have our finger on the pulse so much with wrestling that nothing surprises us anymore. Very rarely can you pull the wool over anyone's eyes. And I think that with Taker Brock, as I mentioned in my video, hint, winch, nudge, to go check it out, you don't really know who's going to win. And it could go either way. Just like they did with Rock and Cena the first time, which I think why they did a rematch was stupid. But the one thing that WrestleMania and WWE in general, they are missing the big fight atmosphere. You're obviously a bigger MMA Ultimate Fight fan than I am, but I'm using this analogy as a casual fan who has just watched only a select few events. One of the reasons I'm intrigued more as a casual viewer to UFC is because the big fight feel. I don't need to know too much about the character, I shouldn't say characters, the fighters. All I need to know is these guys kick ass. When they face each other, it's a big deal. And they don't give that feeling in WWE anymore. They used to, primarily in the 80s and the Attitude Era, but not anymore. But they don't anymore.
Know what it is, and I think the fact they don't trust the young talent. They don't trust what they have to make that feel almost. Where back in the day, yeah, you had all these guys. You had your Rocks, your Austins, your Takers, your Kane, your Triple H's of the world, and you get that big fight feel. You know what I mean? Hell, even Mick Foley a couple of occasions. Nowadays it's like, yeah, you got to bring back The Rock, you got to bring back Brock, you got to bring back Taker, because you don't trust them. You don't trust your talent. And for people out there who think that I'm just this WWE fanboy, hey, fuckers, that's why I'm critiquing the fuck out of WWE right now.
I mean, to give an example, I think you might have said this to me, actually. Somebody said this, and I thought it was actually, at first I'm like, that's stupid, but the more I thought of it, I'm like, that's actually pretty genius. If you go back and look in the 80s, right, and you go back and look at what WWE did when they first started getting into the big arenas and going national, and it was very smart, was that you notice that a majority of the time, the matches were squashes. They were local stars that nobody put over. But the reason they did that was because they kept the other wrestlers away from each other. So, for example, let's say you have Ryback and Big Show, right? You have zero interaction with Big Show and Ryback touching each other. Zero. Maybe a tag match, but essentially you don't have any of the wrestlers face each other unless it's a pay-per-view.
Yep.
So you have more enhancement talent come in, and the matches might be a tad bit boring, but if the purpose is to highlight the talent, it gets them over rather than burying the guys you already have on your roster. It makes everybody look better.
Exactly.
I mean, I just thought it was a genius idea.
Yep. Left hook knockout. Left hook. And your people are still upset about, what's his name? People still seem so upset about Dana White calling it fake. That fake shit.
Kind of is.
Yeah, thank you me again. Put it this way. The moans your girlfriend make when you're fucking on top of her, that's fake as well. I mean,
buzzing.
What happened?
I said buzzing.
Buzzing. Da, 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 da. But dude, what was I gonna tell you? So yeah, I got transferred to a new location.
Yeah, go on.
It's fucking amazing, dude. I feel relieved. I feel fucking relieved where I'm at now, my job. It's the benefit now, I'm close to home.
There you go. That's the best.
And the best part of all, dude, the place has fucking Wi-Fi.
Nice. Even better.
Wi-Fi. I can be on my phone, not really be on my phone, but it's like, if I wanted to.
Yep.
And I had to deal with my data usage and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I have unlimited data, so I don't have to deal with that.
Lucky you. Lucky you. Hashtag fire Kevin Dunn at WWE at Vince McMahon Triple H. Stop holding back at WWE NXT talent because they are the Trips boys. Push the future, fire the past.
Interesting phrase. Push the future, fire the past.
Hashtag job for life. I mean, just be happy they're getting TV time. Fuck, yo.
True.
Just be happy. You see that video I sent you about EC3?
Which one?
The one where he's on an indie show and him is this wrestler lost with champ, he's like a guy, whatever. And he's like, they're doing.
I think so. Yeah.
The video I sent you on Facebook PM.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I feel like, I get it. If you're a wrestler, you need somewhere to work, and it's fine. Don't get me wrong. But I think at the same time, this is just my thing. They need to really be careful where the fuck they go. That's just my thing.
Fair enough.
Like, you're the TNA World Champion. Why the fuck are you wrestling at an event that has like 10 or 50 people or 35 people, whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah, that's not the best.
Listen, I get it. You have to find work. I get that. Don't get me wrong. But if I'm TNA, I would consider, hey, being careful where these people go to work outside of TNA.
Or at least have a common booking agent for their outside bookings.
The last thing you want to do is devalue these guys. Because I feel like, again, that really hurt EC3. And I love EC3. I love EC3. I love the guy. But that right there is devaluing him a little bit as champion.
Well, he's not a world champion, so.
I mean, he kind of is though. He kind of is. He kind of is a champion. He kind of is, but it's like, you know, at the same time though, you're kind of devaluing him though by having him be there twerking and shaking his fuck, getting fucking made out by some dude,
Yeah, it's bad all around. I was just making the joke because of how PWI doesn't recognize their title as a world title anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hold on, Steven. I gotta hop off for just one quick second, but I will be right back. So it's all
Don't, Connor, don't leave me, Connor. I know how this works now.
I'll be right
I
back.
know I know how this works. Twinkle toes.
I'll be right
2
back.
minutes. 2 minutes later, he leaves. Okay. So also, I mean, a lot of things are going on. I guess SummerSlam coming up. I'm attending NXT Takeover Brooklyn. Might do a vlog for it. I'm not really sure. Then again, I want to test out this new phone that I have, the Galaxy. I don't know what the fuck they call it still. I know it's a Galaxy. I know it's a new Galaxy. It's a fucking Galaxy S6 Edge. The camera on this phone is fucking amazing. And when I say amazing, I'm not trying to exaggerate, but it's arguably the best camera on the market today. Hands down, the best camera in the market, in the game today for any phone. Fuck the iPhone, fuck the BlackBerry. I'm surprised anyone out there that's fucking still uses a BlackBerry. Can you imagine there's people out there who still use a BlackBerry in 2015? The BlackBerry hasn't been relevant since 2010 or hell, even 2009. Don't get me wrong, I remember back at a time when the BlackBerry was the shit. I'll admit that. But I'm not talking about those cheap ones. I'm talking about the nice black, black keypad, black cover, those nice ones. Those BlackBerries were the shit. I'll admit that. But it got to a point where, like, was the BlackBerry, was it the Curve or the Edge, whatever the fuck they called it? The touchscreen one was the shit. I like that one. I'm trying to find out the name now. BlackBerry touchscreen. There we go. I'm trying to find out the name of the phone. A passport? No. There's damn well not no damn passport. Get the hell out of here. The passport, the BlackBerry Classic, BlackBerry Q10, 16 gigabytes, BlackBerry Unlock Smart. Too many Blackberries here, period. Connor, come back. I think it's called the Torch, BlackBerry Torch, I think it was. I could be wrong here. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it, but fuck, why not, right? But yeah, back in the day, the BlackBerry was the shit. It really was. And then, it became really shit, iPhone kicked up, so the Galaxy phones kicked up, and what have you. But yeah. Wait for Connor to come back. Well, if you're new here, make sure you go over to MIXLR.com. We go live there every Friday at 11:30 p.m. Hit the follow button once you're there. Be notified when we go live. The TEAMHEEL podcast is available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, shoutengine.com for download, and also over at Spreaker. Go to Spreaker.com in the search bar, type in TEAMHEEL podcast, and you'll find us there as well. Mostly all wrestling talk, some MMA talk, boxing talk as well. But yeah. Connor, hurry up. Get on here, Connor. This is what happens sometimes, but you know what? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I keep on saying that. I don't know why. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Good podcast. Thank you. Curve. There you go. The Curve. Thank you, Nutty Rock Chick. The Curve. There you go. I saw Pocket Neville before when the WWE. That was cool. I think I saw him WrestleMania weekend. I think it was. I love this. Let me read some of the comments here. Curve by Nutty Rock Chick. I believe that's the BlackBerry. Oh yeah, they have very nice phones. Yeah, I do agree with that as well. I saw Pac Noel before he went to WWE. That was cool. X's Ranter, good podcast. Um, NXT uses a lot of enhancement talent by Nutty Rock Chick, mostly all Nutty Rock Chick, which is cool. Yep, they do the same in NXT, but the passion sells it. Paul Heyman sold the shit out of it. Well, to be fair, they weren't expecting Cena's injury, and I understand that as well. Honestly, these days I rarely watch anything but WWE live. Yep, I usually evenings and weekends, and I love Snake. Connor, you're back.
Told you I'd be back.
He's back. Can you imagine that in Dallas? He'll be back, and you never show up again. I'll be back. Oh. Hey, but unlike your mouth, we occasionally close. I'm sorry, but Married with Children was probably the best show ever. In my opinion, the best family sitcom in the fucking late 80s, early 90s. How long did that show last? Like 96, 97, right? The show lasted?
No, wait a minute. Let me look this up. Hold on.
I always wondered. I know they did a reunion. They did a reunion special a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Peg was fucking hot, yo. Nah,
that's the funny thing is that she's actually a very attractive woman, and everyone's like, oh, he's like, yeah.
Wasn't she the robot in Smart House?
Yes, she's also Leela in Futurama.
Amazing, just fucking amazing. What was it? I was watching clips, right? Because clips on YouTube, right? Is Al's obsession with food, right? It is a clip where he goes to find Kelly's apartment, right? He opens the fucking fridge and all he sees like deli cuts. It's a fucking packed fridge, right? And these fresh ass deli cuts. He opens the bread, cuts it in half, puts mustard and ketchup. He tells Kelly, pass him the mustard. He's pouring it on the bread. And this fucking old guy says, "Hey, honey, I'm home." This is funny as shit.
The show actually had. You ready for this?
How many seasons?
11.
When was the final? What year did it end? 1997. Oh, damn, I was close. 97. I was right. I predicted it.
Yeah, it started in 87.
10 years.
I want to know why it canceled though.
I think what it was, like everyone got older and shit. I think everyone got older, and I don't know. That's what I'm assuming.
Let me just see here.
Can you imagine, dude, the YWC no ma'am?
Oh my god, that'd be bad.
The YWC no ma'am. No.
Controversies. Of course there is. But why? I want to know why did it get canceled?
The return of OkayFabe. Dum dum dum. LOL.
Yeah.
What makes us do the things we do that keeps me loving you? Imagination. I don't know. Well, tomorrow we have our breakfast service tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's all over the place. Literally, our breakfast service tomorrow will be all over the fucking place. Which is crazy. And I even offered them, listen, we should do. Honestly, the theme I offered was this Hangover Sunday.
Wait, what?
Think about this. When we're in Dallas, every fucking day we're gonna have fucking hangover. So when you have a hangover, what do you want for breakfast when you have a mean hangover? I tell you what I want. I want some eggs. I want some rice and beans. You know what I mean? I want some pork shoulder. Slow cooked.
Ooh, shoulder.
Some diced up onion with lime juice. You know what I'm saying? Pico de gallo. Know what I mean? Inca Cola on the side at fucking 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Can't go wrong with that.
Like, what's your ideal hangover breakfast?
I don't get hangovers.
Oh, well, after a long day of partying, what do you get for breakfast?
Usually like an omelet.
From the diner, the Waffle House?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Or if not, what I normally do, whatever's left over from dinner, I put it in a pan, just heat that shit up with an egg on top of it.
No, it looks like the reason that it was canceled was because the ratings were slipping during the 11th season, and actually were planning to bring it back for a 12th season, but they learned that the company wanted $1.5 million per episode. Fox didn't think they would be able to get enough advertising revenue from the show for each episode, so they decided to cancel it instead. There's no actual series finale since Fox decided not to renew their contract at the 11th season would finish. Also because Katie Sagal, who was the one who played Peg Bundy, was pregnant. And wanted time, so she wanted time off to raise the kids. And Ed O'Neill, Al, said that he would not continue the show without her. So it was kind of in a weird limbo.
I can imagine. Shit, can you imagine? And now he does shit. And then he did a show with Sofia Vergara.
What's that?
He did a show. So he did a show with Sofia Vergara now. Man of the House. Oh, some shit like that.
I know that they did what do you call it? They did a reunion. No. Well, yeah, and then there was a show that I think what's her name? Applegate was on, and he showed up as a guest, and it was like a big mini reunion thing. But in any case, yeah, I digress.
You always digress.
I digress.
Shit. I swear, if Andre Corbett will get a nick for every time someone said I digress, he'd be a billionaire right now. He'd be a billionaire.
Any other comments?
Just that. The return of OkayFabe, dumb. Let me see. Let me just reload the. Let me see here. It's loading. Bacon sandwich. There you go. I like bacon sandwiches myself. I like bacon sandwiches too. I love baking soda. I love baking soda. That too. Bacon sandwich also good. Put some chives in there. Put the bacon in. Apple smoked bacon though. That has to be it though.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Return of OkayFabe. Yeah, dumb. Sure is dumb.
I'm afraid, boys. I gotta love you and leave you, as it's 4:35 here. All right, no problem, Lady Rock Chick. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. But I mean, again, dude. I mean, just think of the combination you can make though for breakfast. Just think about that.
That's true.
And I even offer, because I remember I went to Boston years ago, right? My brother's graduation, mind you, for college. It's like back in 99 or 2000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed at this hotel. I think it was the Swissport, whatever the fuck they call it, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm
sure you heard of it.
Oh yeah.
And it's like literally on the street of fucking Chinatown and what have you, right? It's all around there, right? Mm-hmm. So we got there, whatever. And remember the first day we got there, we had the breakfast there was fucking buffet. So you had salamis, you had mozzarella cheese, you had your omelettes. This is my favorite thing though from a hotel breakfast, from a buffet, right? This is why I hope when we get to Dallas, we get a hotel with breakfast, right? Mm-hmm. I really hope. Save money too. Think about it. They'll have a little thing where you make your own waffles and shit from the batter.
Yep.
And you put it into the machine and you flip it over.
Dude, I hope they have. If they don't, I'll just bring one.
The waffle.
I have one.
Johnny. It's the return of Johnny Waffle. It's Johnny the Flying Waffle. Today I had the fucking salad bar. We had pastas and lettuce. And yesterday I had sushi.
Sushi.
Sushi's really good, dude. Sushi's fucking amazing.
And it depends on it. It's certain ones for me, but anyways.
All right, the California roll,
Yep.
the tuna roll, the salmon roll, the avocado roll,
You're getting more Asian.
the nigiri, tuna nigiri. Oh shit! Tomorrow's breakfast service. I cannot wait to serve breakfast. These early morning bastards. What's popping in the news? What's popping though in the wrestling news? Curious.
Oh, so here's what I was going to say about this. So let's do some fantasy booking.
Okay.
So let's just say, because all right, let's say Battleground happened. Okay, Battleground happened. Bing bang boom. So the only match that's locked in that you kind of have to do, especially after that ending, is Brock Taker. Right? What else would you book the card?
Why say that again?
So hold on. I said, so let's say Battleground happened, right? You kind of have to book Brock and Taker because of obviously what happened at the end of Battleground.
Yeah.
But what else would you book?
Well, for that book, good question, really. I don't know. It's like maybe Kevin Owens versus Cesaro. For the Kevin Owens versus Cesaro for the future title shot, right? You can do your little 6-person what the fuck they're doing, 3-way tag team divas match, right? Divas Revolution, right? Women's Revolution, right? LOL. I've heard apparently people in creative were upset with the unplanned finish on SmackDown. That's what they're saying.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yep.
I don't think it's gonna be enough heat though. Cause come on, it's Charlotte. Come on, it's their daughter. She's fucking royalty.
Untouchable.
You know what else is fucking? You know what else is royalty? Bram and TNA. Bram and TNA.
Go on.
You don't know, dude?
What?
He's married to Charlotte.
Oh, that's. I think I did read something about that.
In real life, they're really married, dude. They're married. In real life, dude, let this sink in. Ric Flair is his son-in-law. Ric Flair is his father-in-law. He's married to royalty. He's married to royalty.
So we know who the breadwinner is.
Don't get it wrong. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, who's to say that? Hey, if God forbid, let's assume T leaves TNA. You think Flair put the word in? No, Rick put the word in.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be honest. I like Bram though. I like Bram. I'm a mark for Bram.
Of course you are.
Yeah, he went the world title. I'm marking out. Just saying. Even though he already signed like 5 contracts, multi-year deals in a year.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But yeah, I mean you have that. I mean, you could do tag team turmoil, which I think they're doing right. SummerSlam, they're doing that.
4-way.
4-way. I think it's the New Day versus Super Lucha Dragon versus what's it? Fucking primetime players and fucking Lucha Dragons, right?
Yeah, so it's Los Matadors, the Lucha Dragons, New Day, and PTP.
Oh God!
What?
No love for the Ascension.
Nope.
What a fail! What a botch! You can do Cena Rollins, have Rollins win though. I'd book it. Have Rollins win. cheap way. I don't care. DQ, whatever, or interference. I don't care. And then you have, the next pay per view, Cena going over and becoming the 16-time champion. Burp, 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 burp.
Actually, I don't think he's going to win. I don't think Cena's going to win.
Yeah. Are you gonna win? Of course he's gonna win,
No.
dude. Come on.
No. He's not going to.
Come on, dude. It's John.
I guarantee.
No, dude, you seen those memes? There's this one I saw, right? It's fucking Goku fighting Cell, right? And he's like, yeah, he can't fight Cell no more. He's like, I found someone that's gonna beat him. And in the actual show, it's Gohan. He chooses Gohan, right?
Yeah.
But I know he pauses. It's like, it's John Cena, and they play the music and shit in the background. It's funny as shit.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. That's pretty. It's John Cena.
It's John Cena. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop.
What I was gonna say. It's gone. I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Shit.
Great Scott Almighty. Great Scott Almighty. What is going on here, sunshine? How long have we been live now?
Too long.
Fuck it, too long for TV. Fucking too long for TV. You see, in the perfect world, we take calls, but I don't feel like taking calls. I don't feel like doing that. I just don't. I just don't feel like taking calls, period.
Fair enough.
Who knows when I'll do a video again? Who really knows? I don't even know. Even fucking, I wasn't planning even doing an MMA video. Even that, like, don't care.
Damn.
But I feel like at the same time as well, whatever I say, I'm gonna repeat it again on the podcast anyway. So it's like, I'm not really missing anything. You know what I mean? So it's like, why repeat myself? You know? What's the purpose of repeating myself?
Fair enough. Do you want to just wrap things up here?
I mean, I guess, you know what I mean? We'll probably talk a little more off the air as well.
Yeah.
You could, okay. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Whether you're here live or if not on the playback. Thank you all who commented. Thank you all who shared and liked and what have you.
Yay.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Yeah, man. Yo, homeboy. Welcome to the hood, brother. You seen that video? Hulk Hogan saying that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently Hogan might go to jail, dude.
For what?
Lying under oath.
In what regard?
Apparently, I don't know. Something with the court case, whatever.
Oh, okay.
He might get locked up and they won't let him out. He might get locked up. They won't let him out.
He won't go to jail. Oh, so this is what I was saying. I guarantee Cena won't win. Guarantee that Cena will not win.
Okay, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping he doesn't win.
Do you know why I have a guarantee that do you know why I guarantee he's not going to win?
Because gonna go down to Roman Reigns. Yeah.
He's coming out with new merchandise on SummerSlam, and all of it says 15-time champion.
Yep. That's
true. Literally the reason. Yep.
Yeah, I seen the new. It's ugly merchandise. It's fucking orange and green.
That's why. Why would they change the merchandise that quick?
It's WWE for you. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Make sure you go check out the TEAMHEEL podcast over at MIXLR.com. While but be notified whenever we go live over at MIXLR.com. The TEAMHEEL podcast available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, ShoutEngine.com, and Spreaker. We go live there on MIXLR every Friday at 11:30 p.m. Go check out the HEELSTEVEN store over at Spreadshirt.com. That is HEELSTEVEN.Spreadshirt.com. Buy yourself a shirt today. I'm going to have a new shirt up on the store sometime this week. Let's hope. And yeah. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Okay, Connor.
course, you can follow me at Twitter at OkayFabe. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/OkayFabe. Facebook.com/OkayFabe is back. And of course, my YouTube channel, which doesn't have a permanent link yet. So just go ahead over on Twitter and just subscribe to me there. So
there you go, guys. And as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm HEELSTEVEN.
I'm Barney K. Oh. OkayFabe.
And we'll see you all next time. Make sure you all check out your medulla oblongata, yeah? Medulla oblongata.
We end the show in a